Hello, everyone. How you doing? Good. More energy. Come on. Good. I want to say thank you for sharing your story. It really touched me. I want to acknowledge you for sharing your story today. Thank you. Everyone, my name is Luckie Sigouin. I am a vlogger, plant-based influencer, and Ironman athlete. So I've been sitting back there and debating on how I was going to start my story today. I think I'm going to start when I was in Los Angeles. Just a little over 2 years ago, before I met Winston, I was living in LA, no visa, living off my savings, and just enjoying life. And eventually I did a previous workshop with the same mentor that did the workshop for me and Winston 2 years ago, and just completely changed my life. I opened up about things that I've been hiding for years. The fact that I think 3 years before that, I wanted to take my life away because I went out of alignment and I just couldn't deal with it. And after opening up about that story to all my brothers that were in the room, I decided that it was time for me to build an empire. It was time for me to build something where I could impact other people. And then I looked at my bank account, and I had $100 left, and the only flight I could buy was to Vancouver. So I went on social media, I asked who was living in Vancouver, who I knew that was living here, and I had one buddy from Montreal that just moved to Surrey. So I told him, like, hey man, I'm coming to your place, and yep, that's pretty much it. So I booked my flight, landed in Vancouver, got to his place, and he had nothing. He was as broke as I was. That $100 for that flight was all I had left. So he had a couch, no blanket, no pillow, and I think for the first 2 weeks I slept on my backpack with my hoodie on me just to, properly fall asleep. And then I went on Craigslist trying to find jobs, trying to make some money so I could buy, first of all, food and a blanket and a pillow. And after 3 weeks, I got my pillow and my blanket, which I still have because it's an amazing memory. And I started working my way up. I got a job downtown, so I was taking the train, which I don't know if it's okay to say that, but I was jumping the gates for the SkyTrain or walking really close to people because I didn't have no money for the SkyTrain. I started working down there, made a friend, and just made more connections, and eventually started sleeping on different couches. So I think I couch surfed for a full 9 months before I was able to save up my money to get my own place. I think I did like Surrey, New West, Mount Pleasant, downtown, and then Kitsilano, and then Olympic Village for my first apartment. So it's been an uphill battle since I've been to Vancouver, just working different jobs, working 60 hours a week, working construction, and just making the most that I could. And during that time, I never stopped building my social media platforms. I was always making YouTube videos. I was always documenting on Instagram and just sharing my journey with people. And actually, my most viewed video on YouTube is me sitting on one of the couch that I was sleeping and sharing my story. And just like, this is where I'm at. I'm sleeping on this couch. I'm paying $100 to sleep here. I make this much money, and I have a hard time buying money for food. And just that's why I was the most views, I think, because I was really authentic and sharing people like it's not easy. Vancouver's expensive. Coming from the Quebec side originally, rent is a little bit more. And why I'm sharing this progression in my journey in Vancouver is because it's always been an uphill battle, and I always knew that it wouldn't last forever. And that's the main lesson that I learned when I was going to take my life away. The reason I didn't do it is just because I heard my dad's voice in my head. And I can't swear on YouTube, but you can bleep it out. He said, "Don't be a little bitch." That's what I heard in my head. And it was like, don't give up on your problems, Don't quit. There's going to be better days. And just in that 0.5 seconds, when I heard his voice, I just understood that if I would have done it, I wouldn't have had my amazing girlfriend. I wouldn't have lived the experiences that I've lived. I wouldn't be able to create the impact that I'm creating today. So me coming here and being like, I'm couch surfing, I don't have money for food, I don't have the connections yet, it's like, that's not going to last forever. I'll meet someone, someone's going to know someone, I'm going to make money, I'm going to get my apartment. And now fast forward 2 years later, I'm blessed to live by the beach and do a job that I love. I'm blessed to live off social media and just constantly creating an impact on every single day. And I get to train for a sport that I love. Another obstacle slash blessing in a weird way came up in in my life over a year and a half ago when I met my girlfriend. We were dating for 3 months, and then she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I knew I loved her, and I knew that I was going to be there for her, and that obviously I was going to stay because I loved her and I wanted to go through this with her. But I also knew that it wasn't going to last forever. I knew that we would kick cancer's butt and we would get rid of it, and that, we would get rid of it. And that's why we're still on this journey today. We're kicking ass and we're getting rid of our cancer on a daily basis. Yeah. So what I wanted to share with you, the point of my message today is that even if it sucks, you're in a hard patch, it's not going to last forever. Things will get better. And no matter, no matter how low you are. It might last a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, but eventually it'll get better. And those better days will be worth it, will be worth all that pain that you went through. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share. I wasn't too prepared to fully share my story, but I just wanted to get that point across, and that's what I preach on social media is nothing's going to last forever, and you can make the most out of it. Oh, actually, I want to talk about plant-based before I get off. Yeah, because I've talked about this earlier. So I've been vegan for 5 years, and that's a big message that I'm preaching online. Me saying that I want to build my empire when I came to Vancouver, I didn't know what my empire was going to look like. I didn't know what I was going to talk about, what I was going to do. And when she got sick and we discovered the importance of nutrition, I was already vegan at that point, but I didn't know how much nutrition could actually affect your health and your body. And then we started doing some more research, and I started discovering the importance of fruits and vegetables and what different fruits can do, adaptogens, and how they bring down your cortisol level, and just the whole array of foods that you can eat to heal your body. And I'm terrible at storytelling. All this to say that I didn't know what I came here to build. And life presented opportunities to me that maybe discovered my passion, maybe discovered what I want to talk about and what I wanted to help people with. Yeah, thank you.